Hi guys, just going out today in a friend's boat, as you can see behind me. It's a 50 horsepower engine, so we'll see what we get. So guys, we've peeler crab and ragworm we're using for bait today. The light spinning rod with a fader sonic reel. This is my TLD 20 with an ugly stick and a Shimano Vengeance with a Ryobi reel. So guys, our first fish here is a starry smooth hound. It's not a terribly big one, but it's a nice looking fish if you look at the eyes there. So first fish of the day, and we put it back. Now first fish on the spinning rod is a tiny whitening, but I did think it was something bigger by the bended rod, but dream big guys. There he is there. And here's a bite. And let's get it in. Schooly whitening coming up now guys. So they must be in with the bigger fish, but the fish is a fish. And here they come now. Here's the smooth hound coming up now, and you'll see how active this fish is. It's rolling around and really giving a good fight, and that's why smooth hounds are known for being good fighting fish and good sport. But the main thing is to keep calm and take it in nice and slow. Now the smooth hound, he went for the ragworm. So we're going to get him in the boat now and take him off. With a bigger fish like this, obviously you just need to take care with your fingers when you're taking the hook out of the mouth, just to make sure they don't get caught up with the fish. And no session is complete without my friend the dogfish. Bringing one up now. It's a decent sized dogfish, but I am not planning on eating it, so I'm going to be sending it back. And if you just watch the water there, you'll see him come to the surface, his white belly, and you can see him now. You see him coming up. So I'm going to bring him aboard and get the hook out of his mouth and get him released. And he's off the hook now, so just letting him go, and you'll see him swimming off down into the depths. Now I'm in about 50 foot of water, and as you can see, it's taken me a while to get this fish up. It's a smooth hound and it's a lot bigger than the last one. Now I have my drag on, and as I say, allow the fish to run. And I'm going to show you an example of a fish running in the next clip when I'm putting him in the net. You'll see him swim off really fast, and the reel allows him to swim off, and then when he tires, then I just pull him back in towards the net. It's important to keep nice and relaxed and keep a constant pressure along with the drag on, especially with a bigger fish like this. Now we're going to see him start to come to the surface, and then we're going to be able to get him in the boat and have a better look at him. Here he comes now. Now you'll notice I leave the net behind him, and now he swims in, but I have to drag on so he can still run, so I won't lose him, and then he swims back into it and then lift, and he's out and he's in the boat safe. So we have it in the boat now, and I'm going to measure it just to show you. Now this fish is 94 centimeters, so it's just shy of a meter. But they do have an awful lot of strength, as you can see. If it's bending there, it's difficult to keep them straight because they have a lot of muscle in them. And I'll just bring it up and give you a better idea. If you can see kind of the size of my hand, it's a nice big thick fish. And I'm going to release him over the side now, and you'll notice that when I put him in, I hold the tail, And the reason I'm holding the tail is to give the fish time to recover. So when I hold the tail, the water passes over the gills, and then when I feel him come back to life, I let him go, and there he is off, happy. And we're on again. It's the same kind of motion. It's the fish pulling down and then running up the tide, so I know from that it's a smooth hound. So again, it's just keeping the pressure on and your drag on and allowing the fish to take some line if it needs it. And you can see here there's a little whitening and a smooth hound on together, so a double whammy, which is always good. Now I'm going to put them back. It's not always necessary to hold the tail to let them recover, but if you find the fish is being a bit quiet, you can just do this just to make sure they're released nice and safe. And there he goes. And again, we have our old friend Mr. Dogfish, and for good measure, a little whitening on the line too. Now guys, just one thing I forgot to say, I'm using the same rig for them all, which is a running ledger 2 hook. And as you can see here, we have a dab and a whitening. And how you know a dab from another flatfish is it's transparent, as you see it there. And also when you run your fingers down one way, it feels nice and soft, and when you run it back the opposite way, it feels kind of like sandpaper, and that's how you know that it's a dab, by those couple of things. So I moved again, and I have another bite, and this on the rag again, and it is a nice pollock. So just bring him in, and here he is here. It's a nice sized pollock. Could bring home to eat it, but again, I'm not going to eat it this time, so I'll release it then. So here it is going back. Now guys, my camera's just about to go dead, but I bring in another pollock here and then release it. Well guys, that's the end of the session. I'm home now. So it was quite good. I got some smooth hounds, pollock, got a little dab, whitening, mackerel and dogfish. So thanks for watching guys, and please like and subscribe.